keeping it short, so I left my speech on the table. T-Bird, hold up the speech back there, let them know I left it on the table. And the reason being is I don't need a speech to introduce the man I'm about to introduce. And before I do that, I would like to say that I'm proud to be the last assistant county agent that Bill Thane trained, but I know that he's really proud of his family. Before I start saying anything, I'd like to introduce his lovely wife, Vernell. Raise your hand. Bill calls her Sapphire. And you know that sometimes I worked with your dad, T-Bird and Brian, Michael and Brian, and all the time he told me how proud he was of you guys. So you just need to know that. We're proud of your dad, but he's real proud of you all. Yesterday was a special day for me because I got to speak at the 41st Annual Cow-Calf Clinic in Washington County. Keynote speaker there. Big deal for me growing up around here and seeing all that and helping Bill Thane organize it. But the biggest thing was not yesterday, it was today. Because today I get to introduce and share some thoughts of you with the man that invented the Cow-Calf Clinic some 41 years ago, Mr. Bill Thane. And that program is looked at in Extension, Texas Agriculture Extension Service, as the premier agriculture educational event across the state of Texas. It's been copied statewide and it's been copied nationally. It's really neat to introduce someone that's probably the best at what they ever did. And I say that and Bill's holding his head down because he's very humble. But in terms of adult agriculture extension programming in the state of Texas, I will doubt that if anyone would ever write a book and find someone that did it better than Bill Thane. And I'm not talking about saying that from someone that worked under him. I'm talking about from all the other extension agents, the professors, extension people at Texas A&M University. Bill Thane set the mold for adult educational programs in the state of Texas. Now, one thing Bill Thane always told me, he said, Douglas, and he always called me Douglas all the time, never Doug, but Douglas. He still does today. Always be the first to do something. Now, do it right, but always be the first to do it. And I really took hold of that, and hopefully that's happened here at Blinn, some of those attitudes. Think about the fair in Washington County. A big deal to us in Washington County and across the state. I don't think anybody really realizes the economic impact that this man has had to Washington County. As you look across the hotels and all the new businesses in town, look at that man and think about how he helped bring that to Washington County. When Bill Thane first came here in 1971 as the 7th county agent since 1917, Mr. Eckert ran the fair out of his back pocket, he told me. Isn't that right, Bill? Bill was an intern at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and bought that committee structure to Brenham. As a result of his leadership, the fair grew into the biggest and best county fair in the state of Texas. As it grew, we were able to build more facilities at the fairground. With more facilities, we hosted more events during weekends. It was booked every weekend. People needed a place to stay. Really impacted the community and things spun off of it. I think you'd be hard pressed if you go down there any weekend there's not a horse event going on. Bill Thane conducted the first again, extension horse program in the state of Texas, which led into the Mare Foal Clinic, and he really brought structure to the horse industry here in Washington County and economically impacted us all. Okay? I learned more from Bill Thane in 5 years as an assistant county agent under his guidance than I did in all my time at Texas A&M University. What I learned most from Bill Thane was not just agriculture, but about people skills, how to treat people, respect for people, and motivate people. Every day of my life, I strive to be more like Mr. Bill Thane. He is a man of integrity. He is a man that works hard. He is a man of vision and strives to meet his goals. Bill Thane, I hope one thing, that all the kids at Blinn College in the Ag program will learn the lessons from you through me. And on behalf of all the 11 assistant agents that were honored and privileged to learn under you, I want to say thank you. I would like for you to walk up here and please help me in congratulating Mr. Bill Thane,